Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He never had a chance to get it to the edge in first play of the game, and you're already behind the sticks. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Going to swing it on second down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's going to take off. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds after 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want him to be physical.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a...
Oh, he's got some space. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to run, it's Hayes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on the hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situations, fall forward, and get a first down.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
They'll run it from the gun. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Nittany Lions have it with a first and goal. Snap it to the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game day.
He'll bring it out. It's Taylor. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out.
you're better on third down moving forward, though. You can keep yourself out of those situations.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Glass.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing as a wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Buys a little extra time. Ball is loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
Offense, you're thinking first down, get the first down on third down. Man, you can't put the ball on the turf, but at least the ball went out of bounds. Now you got a decision to make what you want to do on fourth down. Could have been a turnover, could have been worse though.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Converts on fourth down, still going. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. Dropping back, it's Hart. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done.
Touchdown, Penn State! Oh, that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3.
Touchdown, Canes! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. To the air, it's Hart. Finds his man down the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. Looking to fire. Intercepted. The defense has set him up.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. He's looking to throw. Swings it out to the flat. And he'll home it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Running into the open space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Nittany Lions are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air. It's Hart. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Made the play on the pick. Was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Lets it fly deep downfield. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defensively, you get the turnover. Right away, your offense jogs on the field. You take a shot deep, you hit it for a touchdown. They've got a lot of explosive playmakers on this offense, and you saw it right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Give to the back. There he goes. Forced out of bounds. Good pickup there on the ground.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make 2nd and short so...
There he goes! At the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Hart. This time it's complete.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Pressure coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Boy, these offenses are just making it look easy.
Defense optional in college football nowadays. So many weapons, so much speed on the field, so hard to defend. Defense, I don't know how you play it. I really don't. Just try to get a stop, beg for one, please.
And he tacks on the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Oh, and he wants to throw. Got it inside the 10. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The big explosive play put them right on the edge, but you got to finish the deal. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Second down, he'll throw it. Back's got it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. They'll go to the air, using his legs to buy some time. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
They come to the line of scrimmage full of guts, passing on the field goal attempt that would give them the lead and going for the touchdown on 4th down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Gets drilled as he releases it. The ball just trickles to the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense. Take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Yeah, on offense, this is a tough place to run the football. Back in your own end, the defense is expecting you to do it, and that's why they're loading the box. This is a great opportunity to take a shot down the sideline to your best wide receiver in a one-on-one situation.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Lost one deep down the right side. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Got enough space. That's a fumble on the play. And the ball bounces out of bounds in the end zone. It is a turnover and a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield, it's Hart. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They're going back to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. It's a draw. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Right down the boulevard. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. To throw, it's Hart. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone.
Turning it on! And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
He wants to throw it again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. They want to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Denmark. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to throw, it's Hart. Quickly complete. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. He wants to change this route. On 4th down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. 4th down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Back to pass on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. And to get rid of it quickly.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some gimmies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense because it's just boom or bust. There's not a lot of consistency. They got to put some first downs together, put some drives together, be more consistent.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Back to throw, it's Hart. Right on the money.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got a man, it's Hayes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Nittany Lions come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Going to try to get it himself. Got some room in it to the goal line. Touchdown, Penn State! They take the lead with the 6.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, when you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, he'll just tuck it and run and take off, and by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And the extra point is good, and they have a 28-24 lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. At the 35, he's loose. And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Wants to throw on first down. A little release to the back. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Snagged in the middle. It's Taylor. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Gonna look downfield again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in the pass play.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and the defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. That's caught. It's Taylor. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
When you play zone and you drop back, you're dropping back to a spot. And that means there's going to be holes, and the quarterback has to do a good job of reading it, seeing it, throwing it between those holes. He does a really nice job there. Makes the defense pay for playing zone coverage.
It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
From the gun, he leads it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass, it's Hart. Makes the grab. And he's still running after the move. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
From the shotgun, the inside give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Makes the grab. It's Denmark. He gets inside the 40 to the 39, but he is still well short of that first down marker. It'll be 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Finds the tight end. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. The Hurricanes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Here's a hit. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Well, this quarterback normally makes defenses look very silly week in, week out with his speed, but he has yet to face a defense like this. This defense accepted the challenge. They have stepped up. They have been disruptive. They have been living in the backfield all game long. That already the third sack of the game for this unit.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get in the third and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won second down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable third down. They win and probably force the punt here.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Spinderella. There he goes. He's at the touchdown Canes. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Who can you count in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. An SEC clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
You know, oftentimes in two-minute situations with the score this close, you see offenses kind of dink and dunk their way down the field. This offense is being aggressive. They just took a shot. Nice job by the defense anticipating that and being in great position to force the incomplete.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Hart. He's taking a deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And the offense chooses to be aggressive and go down the field to try to make the big play. Listen, that's a good thing. It's good to be aggressive, but now you got to live with it a little bit here on third down, because now it's third and long after 2 incomplete.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Trying to take it back at the 20. Touchdown, Miami. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a